What is it going to take for you to be scared of H-Town?
Max Kellerman, I had to be careful. Max. I had to be careful here. You understand? Because I was at the Garden last night. I was around the Golden State Warriors. I got to be careful what I'm saying. They watching what I'm saying, okay? I got to be careful, Max. The Golden State Warriors are the favorites. But I got to tell you, Houston, I give them one chance, only one chance at really, really pushing the envelope and making this thing happen. Because I personally believe that Golden State's just chilling. They're a bit lax at times. Steve Kerr and I was talking before the game last night. Listen, he understands what they got here. You don't just have a great collection of talent, but that individual talent, the combination of individuals who can take over and the team itself being able to take over, you're a bit laissez-faire. You can take breaks. You can relax, particularly during the regular season when you've been to 3 consecutive NBA Finals. Here's where Houston makes it very interesting, Max. I don't believe they will do it because, remember, you and I had a debate. Who's going to capture the number 1 seed? You think Houston could pull it off? I said Golden State's going to take it. Going to take the number 1 seed. If Houston were to take the number 1 seed, that means if there were a Game 7, it would be at the Toyota Center in Houston instead of the Oracle in Oakland. I would love that. Because, see, I give Houston no chance to go to the Oracle in a Game 7 and win. But it gets very, very interesting if the specter of a Game 7, it has to come through Houston. That makes it very interesting. And I am of the belief and the mindset that gives Houston, I would say, a 15 to 20% chance. I'm looking at them. James Harden is my league MVP, just a superstar. Chris Paul is flat out balling. I'm looking at others in the 35 and up percentile in three-point shooting, like the Trevor Ariza's of the world and others. The pickup of Joe Johnson, who I consider to be the modern-day Mr. Big Shot. He ain't going to do much for you at this age in his career, with those first 45 minutes. But that last 3 minutes when the game's on the line, I don't mind the ball in his hands. I'm just saying, they got to win the number 1 seed. But I give them a shot if they pull that off.
Look, I said when the Rockets basically refused to lose when they had Harden, CP3, and Clint Capella. Remember, at some point they were 18-0 or something more, 20-1, something like that. This team, even going into the season, when the Thunder made those moves, I thought maybe the Thunder are the biggest challenge to the Warriors, but maybe it's the Rockets. And then pretty soon it was pretty obvious it was the Rockets. But I understand that Golden State's just more talented. They have the best player. They probably also have the second best player among both teams, right? Like KD 1, Steph probably 2, push comes to shove. And then Harden and CP3 in whatever order. And Golden State has more help, too. They have, like, their third and fourth best players are better than the third and fourth best players on the Rockets. And for that reason, because they both run efficient offenses and the Warriors are good defensively, I also like the Warriors to win. But for the first time since the Warriors got KD, there is a team capable of beating them, and that's even without catastrophic injury to anyone on the Warriors. The Rockets might just beat the Warriors in the playoffs. They might just be better. They have, by some accounts, by some metrics, the greatest offense of all time, or at least the best offense of all time, the most cutting-edge offense. They could potentially finish in the top 10 in defense, which a D'Antoni team has never done. That's, credit Chris Paul for captaining the defense there. And mainly, Stephen A., the way they run that pick and roll with 2 guys who can both do it at the highest level ever. The only thing you can do is blitz the ball handler. So who's the guy who's going to come and help on defense? That's usually Clint Capella's man. So Clint Capella's going to roll to the basket. Like, there's some things the Rockets do that you simply can't defend. I don't know how a team really defends against that offense, and that includes the Golden State Warriors.